Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Donald Trump making a campaign stop in Metro Detroit, Michigan is a crucial swing state that could determine if Trump returns to the White House. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Will Jones. Pamela Osborne has the night off. Former President Donald Trump will hit the stage at 7 tonight. Jacqueline Francis is live in Waterford Township. Jacqueline.
Hey, Will, I want to set the scene for you here. Local political leaders have been on stage since about 5:30, warming up this crowd. Donald Trump is expected to get here around 7 o'clock. In the meantime, this is a packed crowd. They are bundled up, hats, coats, wrapped in blankets. They've waited hours just to get inside here. Now, we do want to tell you we have talked to some people as they were coming in. Many of them have traveled far and wide to be here. They tell us this is their second, third, even fourth Donald Trump rally, yet they're just as excited to hear his message. And of course, this rally does coincide with the first day of early voting here in Michigan. That's certainly something that he will be mentioning tonight. We're going to have a full report for you coming up at 11. Reporting live in Waterford Township, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
Thanks, Jacqueline. Michigan Democrats called a meeting yesterday to comment on Trump's visit. They called Trump a bully that isn't cut out for the job of leading America.
And he likes to bully women. Let's just be honest. I have a message for him when he comes to Michigan tomorrow. Hate has no home here. And I hope all of us will stand up to it.
We don't have a president engaging in constant Twitter wars or inciting fear that he might start an international conflict because of an errant statement or tweet that he's made. We've had responsible leadership that is continuing to build off of promises made, promises kept.
Former President Trump is expected to speak in about an hour. We'll bring you coverage of his speech and more reaction from Democrats tonight on Local 4 News at 11. Today, Michiganders started casting their votes in the presidential primary. This is the first time ever Michigan is allowing early in-person voting for a statewide election. As Megan Woods reports, it's all about making it easier for people to vote.
Signs are up and doors are open for early voting for the presidential primary election. Here in Clinton Township, that early voting site is at the Senior Center and doors opened at 8:30.
I think it was quicker.
Karen Beck was in line before the polls even opened.
I've always voted, and I believe it's very important, and it's a privilege to be able to vote. And so I wanted to actually be the first one here, but I was number 2.
Patrick Green was first.
Just got a lot on my plate today. A lot on my plate, so I just figured I'd get this out early.
Both can appreciate the convenience this new option brings.
I like it because I work full time, and I was able to come. It's 5 minutes from my house. It's very convenient.
I work Monday to Friday, so it gets difficult for me to come in on a voting day, or I got to take time off, things like that. So it's nice to, on a day off, just come over.
Clinton Township Clerk Kim Meltzer says that's the purpose behind this.
Early voting was an opportunity that I think it was asked for by the constituency, by the Michigan's voters, because they wanted to be able to have that opportunity to put their ballot into the tabulator themselves. This gives them 9 days of opportunity to do that.
Any registered voter is eligible. You don't have to sign up for anything ahead of time. And if you're not registered, you can get registered right there at the poll. Ballots won't be counted until Election Day, next Tuesday, February 27th. Each community decides where its early voting site will be, if they want more than one, and the hours. That's why it's key to check in with your local clerk's office website. For example, Clinton Township only has this one early voting location every day, 8:30 to 4:30.
This has never been a voting site. It's not a normal precinct. We felt that this would be a great opportunity just to introduce this to Clinton Township's registered voters and to see what the response is. And then in August and in November, we plan to have additional early voting sites.
The last day for in-person early voting for the presidential primary is next Sunday, February 25th. In Clinton Township, Megan Woods, Local 4.
Early voting still requires poll workers, and Clinton Township says they need more for the presidential primary election, which is set for February 27th. New information tonight in the shooting of a 19-year-old girl last night at the Comfort Suites Hotel in Canton. The teen worked at the hotel as a clerk. Moments after the shooting, police say the gunman ran away and was hit by 2 cars. Priya Mann has the latest on this investigation.
The Canton police chief says this hotel was busy Friday night when a gunman burst through the front doors, and his target was a young girl working at the front desk.
He was determined to kill her.
A 19-year-old Detroit girl was shot and killed in the front lobby of the Comfort Suites Hotel in Canton.
He fires behind the counter, or tries to, then later somehow gets behind the counter, and that's where we know at least one shot killed her.
Police say the victim and the gunman had been in a long-term relationship but had broken up shortly before the deadly shooting.
It seems like it was planned out very well.
The teen was killed around 9:30 Friday night. She worked at Comfort Suites as a receptionist.
Yeah, this was a young woman. She's at work. She's going about her life.
That's true. Yeah, she's getting started out in life. She's working, it looks like the afternoon shift at a hotel, performing a service that we all need when we travel, and she lost her life.
The gunman is a 23-year-old man who lives in Wayne. After killing his ex-girlfriend, he ran away from the hotel.
It looks like he was hit by at least 2 vehicles on I-275. Our fire department was able to get him to a hospital.
The chief says notifying the young victim's family was heartbreaking.
You don't even have the words when you break the news to families and provide these notifications that they just lost their loved one.
A tragic and senseless case of domestic violence that ended with a young girl brutally shot and killed.
Such a repetitive event in our country. I don't know what to say besides take a moment, take a breath. Take the opportunity to not only save the person you're thinking about hurting's life, but your own.
And police say the gun used in this deadly shooting was stolen. That gunman remains in critical condition. If he survives, he is facing a long list of charges. In Canton, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
Thank you, Priya. Turning our attention now to Dearborn, where police say a trailer containing Toys for Tots donations was stolen. Here's a picture of the type of trailer police are looking for. Police say it was stolen this past Monday from a parking lot on Maple Street just off Schaefer Road in Dearborn. The plate number on the trailer is D908342. If you have seen this trailer or know anything, please contact Dearborn Police or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-SPEAK-UP. Still ahead, the UAW scored one of its biggest contracts this past fall, but hear why the union is considering a new strike at a Kentucky plant. But here's Ron.
And a few flurries are flying around the area, but the bigger story, the frigid conditions. Temperatures in the 20s right now, but wind chill values much lower. We're going to talk about what to expect the rest of this weekend and beyond coming up.